Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol AAPL for Apple Inc., of course. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, we've talked about this one on the channel extensively. We cover it every Sunday over on the main channel for the weekly watch list. I also just watch it very closely intraday because it's something I trade regularly. Knowing that, we have some levels mapped out, and I've got some thoughts for you. We obviously printed a bit of an indecision doji on today's session right at a critical area of support. Remember that we talked about this shelf at the 174. We basically said that it needed to come in and make a significant bounce higher if this was going to hold. If it's going to get subsequently retested and we just grind around it, I would expect lower inside of Apple. Now, where's the long entry here if this is going to be all the pullback we get inside of Apple? Well, quite simply put, it's all about this, right? You can clearly see this as a shelf of prior resistance led to a breakout at and around 176. Apple, as we notoriously know, likes whole and half dollars. So if we can clear 176, we're looking for about 179, the prior sets of highs from right in here. All-time highs would be on the table after that. Now, don't get me wrong. In the context of this overall move, this pullback here is basically nothing. So I wouldn't get overly aggressive, but do know that we've seen 2 down days now. And if there is going to be a breakout, it should come up and over 176. Now, if we don't make it over 176, and again, we get that consolidation at and around 174, breakdown should take us to the prior all-time high 170. And then underneath that, we have the support trend line where there you really want to be on the lookout for anything that looks like a reversal, noting that we did make a significant higher high here. So pullbacks to trend lines should be buyable here inside of Apple. And that could be anywhere, depending on time of week, anywhere from about 167.50 up to about 170 if it's later on in the week. The other thing that's going to throw a wrench in this analysis here, and I should mention it, is the fact that we have an FOMC meeting on tomorrow's session. It's essentially at 2 p.m. Okay, so in the afternoon, Jerome Powell will get on the mic. He'll say his thoughts on inflation. He'll get peppered with questions, and the market will respond with a lot of volatility. We don't know directionally what way it's going to go, but I would imagine that Apple sort of follows the general, movement of the marketplace. So if SPY starts doing something like this, I would expect Apple to start doing something like that. If SPY starts doing this, I would watch Apple to start doing something like that. So please keep in mind, if you're going to be trading it actively into the afternoon session, 2 p.m. is really where things are going to heat up. Again, I don't really know in terms of direction what's the likely scenario, but I do know if we're up and over 176, breakout should take us closer to 179. And I know that if the move is lower for just consolidation, be patient, wait for 170, wait for the support trend line, those things we just discussed. That's really going to wrap up the video today. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.